What's up, y'all? Welcome back to another video. I'm filming this video in the same shirt, the Notorious B.I.G. shirt, and the same hat, but I just flipped the hat around so you guys have no idea that I'm filming this back to back. But yeah, we're getting into it. Today we're talking about how the Rays are a true World Series contender, which feels weird, right? Like, it's the Tampa Bay Rays. They haven't been good since, what was that, the Carl Crawford, Justin Upton, there's one more person. Was that Justin Upton? Or it was Melvin Upton. BJ Upton, he changed his name. Anyways, going through them, how they can challenge the Yankees for the division, and even if they don't win the division, they're a wild card team. I think they're very built for the postseason. The big thing with the Rays, they never got fan support, but this year there's no fans, so they ain't gotta worry about that disadvantage. But yeah, we're gonna go through the rotation, bullpen, starting lineup. I'm just gonna say they can platoon any team to depth. They're 18 guys strong of righty, lefty bats. They got defense, they got pitching. This rotation is second in baseball, I'm gonna say. I know MLB said something about their ranking of the rotations. They went with Nationals first, which I agree with that. Scherzer, Strasburg, Corbin, but this one is definitely second. So when I was editing this video, I accidentally deleted the clip of me talking about the Rays starting pitching. So this is from another couple days, and I got a haircut, so just ignore this. I'll go over their starting pitching. Charlie Morton is their number one. He's had lots of success the past couple years. He's getting a little older there, so he's the true ace of the staff. Second is Blake Snell. Blake Snell was the 2018 Cy Young Award winner. Didn't have a great last year, but I expect a bounce back year. Number three is Tyler Glasnow. I forgot for a second. Tyler Glasnow is big up and coming pitcher. He looks great. He's really tall. He's like 6'6" or like 6'7". Great pitcher for the Rays. And their back two are Ryan Yarbrough and Yonny Chirinos, which are both above average starting pitchers, especially at the 4 and 5. So the Rays are one of the only teams that have this depth in their starting pitching, and it's really an amazing staff. Bullpen. Now this is a Rays strong suit that's been like this for years. Nick Anderson is their main closer. He's really good. He kind of came out of nowhere. None of these guys are big names. None of the guys in the rotation are either really big names, but the bullpen's got Nick Anderson. He's a great starter. Oliver Drake is amazingly weird, wind up rate goes like that. There was a splitter. Chaz Rowe is disgusting. Jose Alvarado, Diego Castillo, one's lefty, one's righty. They're both very good. And Colin Pache. That is 6 solid, very good bullpen pitchers, which most teams can't say that they have that. Maybe a lot of teams have 1 or 2 or 3 really good guys. They got 6 guys and one very good closer in Nick Anderson. Even at the very back end, like Jalen Beeks, Andrew Kittredge, those guys are also very good. So this is why I think the Rays are built for a 60-game season, and we don't know what's going to win a 60-game season, but they're definitely built for the postseason with all this pitching. Getting to their lineup now, I'm going through all the positions, but the main thing we're looking at here is they practically have a righty or a lefty at every position. So I made like a mock lineups for them. Not sure what the actual lineups going to look like, but if they face a lefty, they can practically throw like 7 righties out there and then just keep like Austin Meadows, like their best hitter in the lineup at all time. So catcher, Mike Zunino is their number 1 catcher. This is the weak spot. Stay with me. They also got Michael Perez. So Zunino's a righty, Perez is a lefty. Catcher was a weak spot for the Rays. Going to first base, we got the man, the myth, the legend, Ji-Man Choi. Everyone loves him. I think he's like the happiest guy ever to ever play baseball. They got him, and he's a lefty. They got Nate Lowe, who's also a lefty. And then they picked up Jose Martinez from the Cardinals, who's a righty. So Choi is going to play a lot. Nate Lowe can play all over the field. And then Jose Martinez, who raced against lefties, will either be a bench bat or can also play some first base against lefties. Going to second base, we got Brandon Lau, who has great stats. And backup is Joey Wendell. Those guys are both lefties. But they got guys who can play different positions if they really want to play the matchups. Third base, we got Yandy Diaz, who I had no idea anything about him, and then he took Sean Manaea deep twice in the wild card. He's their third baseman, backup Nate Lowe. So we got Yandy Diaz, who cranks against lefties. Nate Lowe cranks against righties. You can see how Kevin Cash can put these guys together. This is why I picked Kevin Cash to win AL Manager of the Year. in my awards predictions videos. And yeah, we go through the rest of this lineup, you'll see how good they can platoon. Shortstop, Willie Adames. He's probably their second best player on this Rays lineup, which might be like Willie Adames, the second best player. It just kind of goes to show how like these aren't big names, but they're very good. Backup, Joey Wendell. So Adames righty, Wendell lefty. Going to left field, we got Hunter Renfroe, who absolutely rakes against lefties. He's a righty bat. And then you got Yoshitomo Satsugo and Brandon Lau, who are both lefties who hit righties well. Satsugo will probably be the DH for a lot of the time, but he can also get some time in left field. Center fielder, I really like this about the Rays center field. They got Kevin Kiermaier, not a great offensive player, very good defensive player. He's a lefty bat. Then they picked up Manuel Margot, not a great hitter, very good defender. He's a righty bat. So they can play the matchups perfectly. Kiermaier and Margot are probably going to bat around the same average, hit the same home runs. So you just play to their strong suits. Kiermaier will never really face lefties. They'll put Margot out there. Margot will never really face righties. They'll put Kiermaier out there. I really like that. Right field, Austin Meadows. He's the best player by far. What a trade the Rays made. Tyler Glasnow and Austin Meadows, who were on the Pirates, traded him for Chris Archer. Chris Archer had a horrible 2019, and then now is out for the entire year with some injury. So Pirates got finessed. I feel bad for them. Pirates are my third favorite team. So I'm not happy about that, but happy for the Rays because they got Austin Meadows. Lefty bat for right field. Jose Martinez is the righty bat. Meadows will be in the lineup all the time. Jose Martinez will just play first base, some outfield, DH sometimes, and then Brandon Lau can also play some right field. DH, most of the time will either be Jose Martinez, the righty, or Yoshitomo Satsugo, the lefty. If they want to throw a better defensive outfield out there, they put Austin Meadows at DH because he's not a super strong outfielder. But yeah, they can throw a very good defensive outfield of Kiermaier in center, Margot in left. Austin Meadows is not a great. I'm not sure if Brandon Lau is a good defender or not. But they can throw Kiermaier, Margot, and Austin Meadows out in the outfield. That's a pretty good defensive lineup. As for the actual lineup against left-handed pitching, I'll go through it right now. I'm not 100% sure how this is going to work, but this is just what I figured. So Yandy Diaz, righty bat. Willie Adames, righty bat. Austin Meadows, lefty bat. He'll be in there. Renfroe, righty bat. Jose Martinez, righty bat. Manuel Margot, righty bat. G-Man Choi, I put him lefty bat, put him there at first base because he's a great hitter. Mike Zunino is catching, and then Brandon Lau, who's another lefty bat, I'll put him at second base. Just kind of goes to show they can throw, They can throw six, is that six? Something like six righty bats out there to face a lefty, and guys like Diaz and Renfroe and Martinez crank against lefties. So that might just be a mind fart if you're the upcoming pitcher and you're looking at the lineup how do I get these guys out? You got to go through a stretch of where you face Diaz, Adonis, Meadows, Renfroe, Martinez, and that's a tough middle of the lineup. It might not be the superstars like the Yankees, like Judge, Stanton, Glaber, Gary. I'd still take that 1, 2, 3, 4, but this is still pretty good for the Rays. As for a lineup versus a right-handed pitcher, they can throw Kiermaier. They can throw Adames there, right. They can throw Meadows and Choi, Satsugo, 3 lefty bats. They can throw Hunter Renfroe still in the lineup. Hunter Renfroe struggles against righties, but I think Hunter Renfroe is going to have a good season. And then they can throw Brandon Lowe, Joey Wendell, and Michael Perez, all lefty bats at the bottom of this order. So yeah, then they can throw 7 lefty bats out there. So a lot of teams don't have the ability to do this because they got to put some bad players in this lineup. There's not a lot of bad players on this Rays team. There's not a lot of all-stars on this Rays team. As far as the lineup, the pitching's going to be great. Watch out for this Rays team. I think they have an okay record against the Yankees. The Yankees playing better. It's definitely going to be between the Yankees and the Rays. Be kind of crazy if the Rays have the better year and beat the Yankees. That'd be crazy if this Yankees team's a wild card. I still think the Yankees are gonna win, but watch out for the Rays. Last thing is this Rays kind of mentality. They've always been kind of an underdog team. They build their teams very well, as shown right here. No big free agents are going here. They make good trades. They bring their players up. They bring out their potential in their players, and yeah, I mean, they're not the Mets, meaning like the Rays mentality of well-built team. They're like the A's. They're the better They're the better A's. Yeah, the Rays never really get big free agents. They make good trades. They get the real potential out of their players, and they have a good mentality over there. So even if they don't beat the Yankees for the division, I definitely think they're winning the wild card, and they're definitely gonna make a playoff run. They pushed the Astros to Game 5 of the ALDS last year. So if a team, I think this team got better, got more playoff experience. I definitely think they're gonna win. If they make the wild card, they're gonna win the wild card game. They're gonna win their ALDS, and it's gonna be between them or the Astros. It's gonna be between them. It's gonna be Rays versus Astros or Yankees to make it to the World Series. They might have to go against the Astros or the Yankees in this ALDS, but that's it for the video. I hope you enjoyed. This was kind of all over the place, but I just wanted to point out a team you should watch out for is the Tampa Bay Rays this year, because that's a team that might not be on a lot of people's radar. I mean, a lot of real baseball fans, I'm not going to say real baseball fans, but non-casual baseball fans know about the Rays. If you're a casual baseball fan, yeah, watch out for this Rays team. And that's it. I think that's the video. Subscribe, like, deal. I'm out. Peace.